What is up, Ludi Bros Army? It's your boy Big Bro Lamar Ludi sitting down to go over my recent round from Rising Phoenix Odyssey's YouTube content creator tournament. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. You're going to want to be notified when content like this drops from the Ludi Bros. All right, so we're going to see a matchup today of SS3 Son Goku versus the yellow Son Gohan. Now, this isn't the Son Gohan that recently was hit. This is the one that tries to abuse field cards. So we're going to go ahead and see after I went ahead and charged and passed, we're going to see a energy tapped for the field card. The leader's going to go ahead and swing. I'll take the hit. And then he's able to search out he played Assimilate, so it's going to let him grab a yellow Namekian from the deck and add it into the hand. So I'm going to go ahead and charge one now. My leader's going to go ahead and swing in. And no counters there. I'm going to take one card from hand and put it to the bottom of the deck so I can wrap myself off my life. I'm now up to 3 energy. I'm only swinging in with 10, and Gohan's at 15 already. Tapping 1 energy for Awakening Talent Pan. She's going to go ahead and swing in. No counters. Taking a life. And she's going to go up to 15. Swinging with 15 at the leader. And Gohan takes the hit. And then now we'll see if I'm going to continue that. I'm already down to 5 life. And I'm going to go ahead and deliberating, going to try and figure this out. What's the best course of action to take? Going to go ahead and tap 1 more energy, playing out another Awakening Talent Pan. Going aggressive here, swinging in with the Awakening Talent, taking another life. So now I'm going to be able to awaken here on 3 energy, take a swing of 15, and the damage is going to be taken. Life set 4 or less, drawing 1, flipping this card over. And now I'll be able to take care of that end of the turn ability to go ahead and restamp 3 energy for defense, and the 2 Awakening Talents are going to come back to the hand. So now at the end of my turn, the field card is going to go to the drop area. It's going to flip the leader back over, and then now going to go ahead and charge up to 2 energy now for Team Gohan. So this little Gohan deck, was, I've never played against it before, to be honest. I didn't really know what it did, to be truthful, but I did know that it had something to do with the field cards. I didn't explore this archetype when it came out, but I knew that it was going to use the field cards and some forms of the higher dragon normal battle card. So I guess that when you combo with those higher dragon cards, you're able to boost yourself, essentially making it a super combo. I believe that's what the effect was. So now he's going to go ahead and flip over, and that's another thing. This leader can awaken and unawaken throughout the battle. So, you know, that's kind of a fluctuation in power, and you're able to use whatever the awakening effect is multiple times in the battle, which can be useful. So I don't have any counters for this leader swing. He's swinging in with 15. I'm at 15 right now with my leader, and I'm at 4 life. So debating on what I'm going to do. He has 2 active energy, so I decided to super combo up to 25, fighting off that attack, bottom decking 1 and drawing 2. He's going to go ahead and pass it over to me. Now I'm able to go up to 4 energy, so I was able to ramp 1 extra energy there, tapping 4 for the Unison. The Majin Buu Unison is going to come out, activating main on the Unison, drawing 1. And once you get that Unison out there for this deck, that's where you're going to start seeing the just so much positive benefits, because my opponent's on 2 energy. I was already on 4, so I'm swinging in with 20 now from my leader. He's going to go ahead and tap 1, comboing the higher dragon. If you sack the field card, you get to draw 1, and then that also triggers the leader effect. So he's going to untap 1 and flip the leader over. He's got a 4-cost 19k blocker, and you're allowed to play that card out for 1 energy, and he's going to go ahead and switch the Unison to rest if he's played. I went ahead and set that back to the hand. He's going to go ahead and do it again, tapping 1, resting the Unison. So he's able to get that Unison rested. Passing turn over. I'm going to untap 3 for the leader, and then the start of the next main phase, I would be restanding 1 and restanding my Unison. So I have 4 active energy for defense with a blocker in the Unison. He's got his 4 markers, plus the Unison's -1 auto. So like I said, this Unison shines so well in this deck. So we're seeing a swing in from the battle card. I'm going to counter with Miraculous Transformation, tapping 3 to play him out. deflect, barrier, triple strike. And then we're going to search through the deck to go ahead and grab another one of those monkeys. And you're going to be able to add them into the hand. So a quick shuffle here. And the cut. Now this content creator tournament has just been so good. It's been a lot of fun once again to take part in it. My opponent is from the United Kingdom, Irritorum, and the cool thing about battling against this guy is that he's one of the developers who helped with DBS Deck Planet, which a lot of us use, you know, when we're building our decks, or if you have to submit your deck list to a bigger tournament. So it was nice to meet him. He was a really cool guy. We were talking about DBS and My Hero Academia. We talked about Doctor Strange. So just a really cool guy to meet and play against. So I was glad to get to know him. I also asked him if he could teach me a little My Hero. That's another game that I'm interested in. So, and he was nice enough. Hopefully we'll be able to set something up and be able to play that game too. So now my turn. I went ahead and charged. I'm on 5 energy now. My Unison's effect is going to go off, where I'm going to draw 1 and be able to restand. I'm tapping 3 for Vegeta the Interceptor, and I'm going to bottom deck 2 battle cards. Dual Attacker, 20k. Now I'm going to attack with Son Goku first. The reason why I want to swing with Son Goku is because I want to make sure that he's in rest during my opponent's turn, so I can get that effect of the battle cards have to go through him, as opposed to just being able to swing straight into the leader. So a quick card count for both players. There's 10 cards in hand for Gohan. Tapping 1 for Robotic Riposte, negating the attack. If I'm going to go swing with anything else, then I'm going to have to switch. If I swing with anything that's not my Unison, then I'm going to have to go ahead and tap something. So Majin Buu is going to go ahead and swing. He's 20k, double strike. Going to Sensu Bean to restand. Now this is going to increase my options of tapping while making Majin Buu 25 double strike. So we'll see what's going to go on here. He's going to tap 2 for Raider's Warcry, comboing up to 25. It's double strike, so you're going to have to get rid of another card from hand. He's going to have to go ahead and take the 2. And here comes the Raider's Warcry. He's fine coming out. And when he comes out, he's going to rest my Vegeta the Interceptor, which was going to try and get in an attack. That's why I restored that energy to give myself some more options. But I decided to go ahead and tap 3 for another Vegeta and get rid of those 2 cards right away. But now I'm tapped out. Well, not necessarily. I'll go ahead and swing my leader. I'll rest the Vegeta, wanting to get another draw in. And going up to 20k. Negating with Piccolo. He's free if you have a field card. And he can't use any counters for the turn. So then the leader's effect's going to go off because the field card's sent away. He's going to be able to restand, and I think he draws. So now we're going to go ahead and pass turn over. And time to restand energy. So I get to restand 4 energy. So I had 5. I played out 2 Vegeta the Interceptors that turn. Got in some swings. And then I went ahead and restood 4 energy at the start, you know, during the end of my turn, at the start of my opponent's next turn, which really makes this deck difficult to go up against. And, you know, can really challenge your hand as the opponent of this deck. You just kind of feel like you're fighting an uphill battle because your opponent is always poised and ready to negate on your turn. They're never tapped out. So here we go. We're going to see 4 energy for Team Gohan. Time for him to swing leader to leader. No counters coming. Swinging into 20. A quick super combo going up to 25. Bottom decking and drawing 2. Boosting up the hand. Fighting off the attack. We're going to go ahead and overwhelm with Bardock. Everything's fine there. No counters. Draw 2, discard 1. Now, Bardock might end up having to be an overwhelm of choice with the recent ban list hitting Fighting Against Fate and hitting Secret Identity Mass Saiyan. Bardock is a pretty good option to come in and do some damage. Bardock swinging into Goku. He's 20k body. And he's also a free overwhelm of just 4 cards in the battle area. We're going to go ahead and tap 3 for Son Gohan, Baby's Minion, negating the attack. And if you swing again, you're going to have to bottom deck, turn being passed over. Drawing for turn. Now I'm starting to fill up the field here. Go ahead, charging 1 more. Now once I hit 6 energy, I'm not going to be able to charge anymore. That's the permanent for the Goku leader. Restanding everything, feeling pretty good there. Unison's going to go ahead and use its plus minus. Now here, once you're going to get 6 energy with this deck, then you're going to see that your hand starts to finally like really fill up, because you're going to draw for turn. You're not charging anything. You're going to draw off the unison, and you're going to draw off your leader swing. So you're getting 3 cards to hand if you don't play, anything else in the deck that's going to let you draw cards. And then the next thing you know, you're going to start feeling your hand size getting nice and big for those late game combos, which we'll see maybe a little bit later on. So swinging with the Goku first, looking to get him into rest mode to get that protection. And then now we're going to swing with the leader. And he's going to go ahead and use the Realm of the Gods, Black Kamehameha, which is going to rest my 2 Vegetas. That was a very nice move on his part. And I told him as such. Tapping 1 for Isekai, keeping watch, getting a draw. Son Gohan going to go ahead and swing. He's a 25k body. He's got Servant. So we'll see if there's any counters here. If you do play a counter, a Child's Army or something like that, if you play a Frieza, you're going to have to get rid of a card from your hand. That's what the Isekai keeping watch is out there for, trying to protect the field. Anything played during your turn is going to trigger her effect. So we comboed up with one of the higher dragons. Now here comes a monkey out. Monkey looking to switch something to rest. He's going to go ahead and switch the unison to rest. So I'm not going to get that double striking swing in there. But looking to be defensive. And I still have some energy. I'm going to tap 1 more energy for Son Goku Calamity Challenger, which is going to let me draw. Lots of energy to play with here, so you want to make sure that you can use it if you can. Tapping 1 more for another. And I'm also placing my hand because then I've drawn 3 cards off of the Isekai and those 2 Calamity Challengers. So swinging in with 15k, the blocker's 19. Debating here, I remember I had a couple Sensu Beans in hand actually at this point. I was debating on if I wanted to go up, but I decided not to. Then I'm going to go ahead and swing in 15k into the leader. No negates here, just 15. And taking the hit. Now I have a board full of stuff here. Got a couple Calamity Challengers, a couple of Vegeta the Interceptors, the Miraculous Transformation, 9 cards in hand for Gohan, 8 cards in hand for me. Debating on what I'm going to do here. I still have some active energy, but I decided to stop. I'm going to pass turnover. And I'll be restanding. So now up to my opponent. He's going to go ahead, look to charge. And with yellow decks, as they get a little bit bigger, they're going to start being able to play some bigger bombs. So tapping 1 for Planet Vegeta, which is going to let him search through for a Saiyan 4 cost or less, add it to the hand. Leader's unawakened right now, which means he'll be able to take advantage of the awakening abilities that he's got. Leader flipping over right now. Swinging in. Leader swinging on leader. Looking for a counter here. Son Gohan's baby's minion. I want to stop the attacks here because I know that he's got all of his battle cards ready to go. Debating on whether he wants to switch the baby's minion or the Isekai to rest. He decides to switch the baby's minion, which was a good call because if, then that's going to stop a 25k swing back at him on his turn. But any subsequent swings now, he's going to have to send a card to the bottom, ditch a card from his hand. So we'll see how this is going to play out here. He's going to go ahead and tap 5, tapping himself out for the big boy Frieza. And when this card comes out, he's going to go ahead and board wipe me, which is very hurtful because I had built up a lot of resources onto my field. I was looking to put a lot of pressure and try to just swing through a lot of things here on his side of the field. But everything in rest is going to be ripped away. And if I try to activate a counter during his turn, then he's going to be able to choose up to 2 of my cards and freeze them out until the end of my next turn. So Goku is protected, and that's a good thing about that Goku is he's got barrier, deflect and barrier, so he's coming on the board no matter what, and he's going to be able to do his thing. So he's a 25 double strike blocker. Frieza swinging into the Goku. Now he's going to have to bottom deck here. So he puts 1 card to the bottom of his deck, and I cannot remove that Frieza with any of my skills. And if I counter, he's going to lock down 2 of my cards, ignoring barrier. He's going to be able to lock down 2 of my cards. So this Frieza can come in and put in a lot of work in yellow decks. You do see sometimes he's in the main, sometimes he's in the side of a lot of decks, but he's just so useful. And with the meta seeming like it's going to be slowing down, I think he could potentially be a really solid pick for a lot of decks. So I went ahead and negated and with Dimension Magic. So I restood the energy. I tapped and then restood. So then he said he wants to go ahead and freeze up 2 of my energy. So I just froze the 2 pans. They get switched and frozen. So now I'm going to go ahead and restand. Now this is a part where I was like, okay, am I going to be in any sort of trouble here? I can only have 6 energy. So I've got 4 active energy to play around with. Miraculous Transformation, going to go ahead and swing into the leader. He's a 20k triple striker, blocking with the monkey. Now, I'm not going to combo anything up from my hand. I'm just going to go ahead and swing, and he's going to die. So the triple strike not able to go through on the leader, where he's down to 3 lives. My leader going to go ahead and swing now. Looking to get another draw. I'm going to draw. Going up to 20k. Putting some pressure. And that's the other thing about this Goku is that he's going to go ahead and gain 5k. And so you're always swinging for 20. And that's, you know, that can put a lot of pressure over time because he's swinging for 20. Your Goku's swinging for 20. Your Unison is swinging for 20. The Vegeta the Interceptor is swinging for 20. Everything is going to be removing from their hand to just hang on to those life. So even just a single strike here, in which I decided to do, I leave at 20. And he's going to have to super combo, which he does. Bottom decking and drawing 2 with the Krillin, moments before comeback super combo. Fighting off that attack, seeing some of the deck. 3 life for my opponent, and 3 life for me. My Unison gonna go ahead and swing. Swinging with 20k double strike. Miraculous Transformation is unique. That's another keyword skill that he has. So we're gonna go ahead. Quick card count, 9 cards in hand for me. No negates, no blocks from my opponent. Tapping 1. Realm of the Gods, Beerus destroys. I'm going to go ahead and get a 10k boost onto the Unison. So he's going to be swinging a 30k double strike now. Let's see what's going to happen here. 3 life for him. I'm trying to push him down to 1 life. Tapping 1 for a bean so I can restand those 2 energy. Swinging in with 35 and double strike. And he's going to have to take those 2 hits. Push him down to 1. Still have active energy to play with here. Asking for cards in hand. 10 cards in hand. So that's when I realized, okay, I'm not going to be able to get this after all at this point. But I decided to go ahead and tap 3 for Vegeta the Interceptor. And try to go ahead and swing into the leader. And there's a block. Sensu Bean to restand an energy. Swinging in with 25. And Frieza's going to die. And then actually he stopped there. So I thought that he was going to be able to try and fight me off with the amount of cards that were in his hand. But I decided to go ahead and go for it right there. And put as much pressure on as I could. And it turned out to be enough to get me game 1. So to start round 2, my opponent's going to go ahead and go first. He charges 1, taps 1, playing out a field card again. Back to those little tricks that Teen Gohan has going for him with this deck of playing those field cards and then being able to abuse his leader's awakening skills. And then he's going to go ahead and pass over to me after drawing. And the leader is on his awakened side already in turn 1. So I go ahead and I charge 1 for turn. And it's time for me to start trying to make a comeback here. Gonna go ahead and see if I'm gonna play something out or swing with the leader first. So I'm gonna play out Awakening Talent Pan. And she's gonna go ahead and swing into the leader. No negates there. I'm gonna take a life, add it to my hand. Swinging with 15 at the leader. He's gonna go ahead and take the hit. And then my leader's gonna go ahead and swing. No counters. I'll bottom deck a card. I think I bottom decked the card that I grabbed from my life. And then charging off of my life into the energy, swinging in with just 10, but that's not enough to do any damage. Awakening Talent Pan is gonna come back to my hand. So at the end of the turn, he's going to get rid of the field card. He's going to flip the leader over and be able to abuse the awakening skills once again on the next turn. So I have 2 energy now, even though I went second. And that's something that I really like about this leader, is that he's able to ramp no matter what, in comparison with the SS4 Vegeta leader, which you have to make sure that damage goes through, which is a lot easier to do now with Realm of the Gods and with Ultra Instinct, Kamehameha being things. It's much easier to do that now, but at least with this leader for sure you're going to be getting that energy in there. So now leader going to go ahead and swing, and I had to go ahead and take that hit. And here comes Raider's Warcry coming out. So my opponent took a much more aggressive approach this this second round. So he's swinging in with me at 20 and double strike, and I have to take those two as well. So now I'm already down to 4 life. I'm going to go ahead and restand here. I've got 3 energy. My leader's still unawakened, which means I can still take from my life and put it in, but that would put me down to 3 life. I mean, very, very fast. So this aggressive approach here looking very good for Teen Gohan. And I'm debating here how I want to play this. Do I want to swing at the leader and take the life? Do I want to just go ahead and awaken and try to draw and get the swing in at 20k? So I decide that I think that it's going to be a good idea to go ahead and swing with the leader on my unawakened side, so I can go ahead and get that energy ramp in. I'm going to go ahead and bottom deck a card from hand, so that way I can grab a card from my life, put it into my energy and rest. So there goes a card into the energy. My life's at 4 or less, so I'm going to go ahead and draw 1, flip this card over. So now I'll be swinging with 15. Then I'm going to go ahead and Sensu Bean, going up to 20. So swinging with 20k at the opponent, he's going to go ahead and take the hit. Now that I have 4 active energy, I can tap 1 for the unison. So you can see the effectiveness of the ramping here. I went second, but I've already doubled my opponent in energy. And that's what makes this deck so good, is the fact that you can, you know, as long as you're seeing your unison, you should be able to get that out. I mean, this is really turn 2. Majin Buu is essentially a turn 2 play here. So I'm swinging in with 20k and double, and then I'm going to go ahead and restand. And I could have done this, you know, I mean, tournament is a little bit more casual, this YouTube creator tournament. So I just went ahead and restood all 4 of the energy, and then I'm going to be restanding the unison. So no response here for this monkey that's coming out. And then there I go, I went ahead and restood. So I've got 4 energy and a unison out there with his ability to -1. Plus now my God Sealing Techniques chunks are now live. So even though I was rushed down quickly, I was able to put that pressure right back on my opponent. Plus I'm up in energy on him. He just charged, went up to 3, tapped 1 energy to go ahead and I think he's searching out a monkey battle card, and now he's flipping the leader over, or maybe that was the field effect, I believe. So now let's see here. Now he has 3 energy of his own, and even though I've got 4 active energy, there's a card in yellow that can go ahead and stop some of the things that my deck's trying to do. So we'll see how this comes out. Now let's see what happens here. The leader can go ahead and swing, but debating on what card to swing with. Debating on what card is going to go ahead and swing with the leader, and I'm going to go ahead and try to counter with Miraculous Transformation. And my opponent now has a chance to respond, which he does. He's got the cooler, which is going to go ahead and negate the counter. And I'm debating on how I want to go ahead and handle that. So he's going to go ahead and stop Miraculous Transformation from being played out onto the field with this cooler negate. So that's going to put me in a tough spot, because that's 3 energy that I tapped to get that off. So he's still swinging at my leader. I'm down at 3 life, or 4 life. So he's going to go ahead and super combo. Now, I really liked what my opponent did here this time around. He came in very aggressive this second round to try and get this tied up to 1-1. So there's 10 cards in hand for him. Well-timed cooler, stopping my Miraculous Transformation. So I'm going to go ahead and take that 1 hit. Trying to plus up my hand. I have 1 active energy still. Plus I still have my Majin Buu, which is also a blocker. So he's going to swing in with the Raider's Warcry. I'm going to -1 off my unison. And I'm just going to get rid of that Raider's Warcry right away. I don't want to see him. He's a double striker with 20k. Now Cooler's going to go ahead and swing. No counters from me. He's a 15k body, looking to put pressure. And just 15. I'll combo to 20 with an Awakening Talent Pan. I don't want to use her anymore. I'm not trying to take any more life. And he's going to go ahead and pass her in there, leaving his blocker standing. So I'm able to go ahead and restand my energy, charging one more. The Unison's effect, drawing a card. And tapping one for Iskai, keeping watch. She's going to draw me a card, and now she's going to try and protect me. If he plays something now, he's going to have to get rid of something from his hand. Now 3 energy being tapped for Vegeta the Interceptor. So let's get those bodies off of the field. We don't want to see them out there. And now I'm going to go ahead and swing with my leader in because I'm looking to get the draws. So I'll get the draw. I'm swinging in with 20k. Zamasu comes out, resting the Vegeta, so I don't get that swing. But that's why I swung with the leader first, because if I would have swung with Vegeta, then he would have switched my leader to rest. I wouldn't have gotten that draw. So now my Unison is going to go ahead and swing, and it's going to do the 2 damage onto my opponent, so he's knocked down to 2 life. After that, I'm going to pass turn, which is going to allow me to restand 3 energy off my leader's effect. And then once it hits on his turn, I'll be able to restand my Unison and the energy. Now he's playing that monkey during my turn, so Iskai is going to go ahead and snatch a card from his hand. And then now I'm going to go ahead and untap at the start of my opponent's turn. That's not the start of their main phase, but like I said, I mean, this it's a competitive yet casual tournament that we're taking part in. And each round lasts a week, so my opponent and I had about a week to try and get everything set up between the 2 of us and get our battles in. And we got him in, together today. It was really good matchup. So here we go. The leader going to go ahead and use his effect here. He's going to flip over. Awakening again. I got all my energy. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to defend. Let's see what's going to happen here. Now, swinging in leader to leader. Let's see here. Any counters from me? I'm debating. He's got all his energy standing. He's got his cooler there. He said it. I got it. I'm ready to drop this cooler at a moment's notice, but I'm going to go ahead and play the counter, try and stop it. I'm trying to get him. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to get him tapped out. I don't want him playing any more bigger bombs on me. Do I want to do anything to that cooler? No, I don't. So that's why I was kind of hoping he would use those coolers. Even though I'm not able to keep my bodies on the field, I'm still able to get him tapped. So now he's going in. I'm down to 1 life, so he's going to go ahead and empty out his hand. He's got 45. He's tapping everything now. So he's going to force himself all the way up as high as he can get himself. Okay, so he's going up to 60 there. So super combo from me, drawing 2, super combo from me. I'm going to draw 2 more. And one of the first cards I drew off that first super combo was another super combo. So there you're seeing 3 there. I'm going ahead and combo out of this attack. I have plenty of cards in hand to choose from. Plus, I still have 2 active energy. I had a couple 10k cards in hand. So there we go. 15 more to fight off the attack. 5, 10, and 15. There it is. I went ahead and fought off that attack. And that's going to be game because all of everything else he had in his hand was a bunch of field cards and extra cards. I still had, as you can see there, I still had a couple cards that I could go ahead and add to the combo. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning into this round of the Rising Phoenix Odyssey's YouTube Content Creator Tournament. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Be on the lookout for some more battles. There's still a team of 3 here from Ludi Bros Entertainment, and we're all still fighting in this tournament. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for watching the video.